Good morning and welcome to day 3 of Make 2023 Your Bitch. Now, let me know if you can hear me. Today is slightly earlier than guys because I have a flight to catch, and it's also going to be the quickest one out of all the trainings. And the reason for that is because it's quicker in the explanation, but then you've got a bit of homework to do on your own. So I am just going to tell you to say hello, say good morning, send me some hearts, give me some love, and of course, let me know how you feel. We are going to dive straight away. Remember that if it doesn't show your name on Facebook, then all you have to do is literally when you write the comment, write the name, and then let me know what the comment is. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share my screen so then we can start and we can talk about the identity shift. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to change your mind and how to make your identity shift in 2023. Okay, so let's start by welcoming you. Of course, I really want to know how you are feeling. I want to know whether you've done your homework. I know you've done it, but let me know if you've done your homework and give me one word to describe how you feel right now in the present moment. That is so important. I received messages yesterday and it was absolutely great because good morning, because one of you said that in just these past few days, like literally 2 days, they've learnt so much about themselves. And that to me means everything, because once you know who you are, then you can accomplish absolutely everything that you want. And the more you get to peel off the layers of your so-called onion, the more you're going to achieve what you want to achieve. So I want to take you back today. Yes, I have done my homework and I feel excited. Yes. So I want to take you back to when you were a kid. Now, the reason why I put the picture of Superman over there is because kids generally, like boys, they always want to be Superman, a superhero, whether it's Spider-Man or Superman or any other superhero, but that's what they want to be. So I want to take you back to when you were a kid, okay? So think about it. You would pretend to be someone else. You would think of being someone else. So when it was carnival or when it was dress up day at school, you would literally dress up as a superhero. And for that day, you could do everything that Spider-Man did. You could do everything that Superman did. So Clark Kent became Superman on that day. If you had to cook mom a meal, you would literally put on your chef clothes and say, you know what? I am the chef today. And you will act into that role. I wanted to be a singer when I was a kid. So what happened when you started growing up? That somebody next to you, all right, usually your caregiver, so somebody that you trusted, told you that you had to be mature, told you that you had to achieve real goals, told you that you had to grow up. So automatically, it repeated those sentences to you so many times that your subconscious mind took them in, and you stopped believing you could be whomever you wanted to be. And that is quite sad, you know. But today, we're not doing that anymore. So what did you do? You started looking for a job that paid the bills, because your nervous system, all right, has the one and only job to keep you safe at all times. And having a home, having a bed to sleep in, having food to eat on a regular basis, ideally daily, is one of your primary needs. So then you went into that job, all right, because everybody's telling you that you need to be in a job that has financial security, right? Also known as a 9 to 5. You kept that job for years. You went to work hating what you did, knowing you are so much more than the pay grade you're at, knowing that there's something, and you could feel it deep inside, knowing that there's something inside of you that would tell you, you got to do more. You were built for more. But you kept on surviving. You performed, and I'm talking about performing in the actual job, as you hated that job. You performed doing all the tasks on your to-do list without wanting to do them because you hated the job. You did the job. But in the back of your mind, you knew you wanted something more. So you still expected someone to come to you and offer you a better position, offer you better money, just because you thought you deserved it. Did you deserve it, though? That is the question. Did you deserve it? You don't get given a change, a new career, a fantastic leap in life just because you deserve it. You get given what you work for. And this is extremely important. So let me ask you, why should it be different as a business owner? If you were the CEO of a company, and let's just remember that when you're a business owner, you are the CEO of your own company, and you saw an employee that came to work hating their job, always complaining, doing just enough to tick off all the tasks on the to-do list, would you think of offering them a higher position or a bigger salary? I bet you wouldn't. But if you saw another employee get to work every day on time, working hard, getting creative with new ideas, giving constructive criticism, and helping others, would you think the same thing? You wouldn't. You would probably not give a shit about the first employee, but give a bigger salary and a higher position to the second one. So the most important question right now is, what is your energy like every time you face a business task? And I want your answer in the comments right now. So every time that you perform a business task that you know you need to do, what is your energy like? I'll sip my tea while you give me an answer. Okay, I put more honey than what I expected. The reason why I'm asking you this is because energy is absolutely everything. And you know that energy is absolutely everything. So every time that you perform a task, whether it's business or whether it's personal growth, and you do it for the sake of doing it just because you have to, you are not giving the right energy out. So so my energy is great when it comes to baking and modeling. All right, what happens? That is part of your business, though. That is the delivering of your business. What happens when you need to create content? What happens when you need to do the marketing? What happens when you actually need to show up live and explain everything? I love the energy grade. I love it. So there are 3 steps to become the person that you want to become. Anybody. You could be whomever you want in the world. And we touched on the 3 steps yesterday with think, feel, and embody. And today, I'm just going to break them down even further. So think. In order for you to become a different person, aka whomever you want to be, because you can be whomever you want to be, you need to start by changing your thoughts, because it's your thoughts that determine your life. You are who you think you are. And I know you've heard the sentence already, okay, but you are who you think you are. and you feel and act based on those thoughts. This means that all the problems that you experience are nothing more than a thinking problem. Now, stick with me on this one, all right? Because the real problem is not the actual problem. The real problem is how you think about the problem. Because what you now call a problem is a fact, is a situation, is a circumstance. It's not an actual problem. Because somebody else in the world, maybe right next to you, can solve that problem. And to them, it's not a problem because they don't see it as a problem. They don't think of it as a problem. So all you have is a situation. And circumstances are not you. You are not your circumstance. You are what you think of your circumstance. You disliking the business tasks. Okay, and I'm not talking about baking, and I'm not talking about creating accessories. I'm talking about everything that is around the business. So creating the content and reaching out and the engagement and the marketing and the sales funnel and the mailing list and everything that there is to do in a business. When you dislike it and say, I will never be able to reach a 5-figure potential because you blame something external, algorithm, time, money, Instagram, Facebook, people, that is the problem. Now, the good thing is that your thoughts can be changed. Yay! And the only real fact, so the circumstance, is what is happening on the outside in an objective view, which is you are not reaching your 5-figure business. That's the only fact, because numbers to hand, you don't reach a 5-figure business at the end of the year. Is it clear up until now? Because I'm about to introduce you to one of the favorite creations that I made ever. Now, for who doesn't know me that well, I am a certified life coach. So I do work with managing emotions with my clients. And this is something that will change your life if you start applying it every single day. So it's something that I created, and it's my personal method, and it's called the emotional self-regulator method, which is your thoughts create your feelings. So we start from the basis that every single thing that you do starts from your thought. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings trigger your actions. Your actions result in what we call life. And life is made up of circumstances. The circumstance is the only real fact. So let me repeat that. Your thoughts create your feelings. Your feelings trigger your actions. Your actions result in life. Life is made of circumstances, and the circumstance is the only real fact. So when there is a real fact, you attach a thought to it, and that thought determines your feelings. It's a vicious cycle. So of course, this is the cycle that we are looking at, and this is your goal, and this is where you're starting, and all the obstacles that there are. So second step is feel. Now, I have a problem with society. All right, let me just say it out loud. You'll hear me saying this various times because I do have a problem in society, because society allowed you to believe that everything you feel is true. It also allows you to believe that when we feel sad or frustrated or angry, it's an external circumstance that made you feel that way. So you don't have to take responsibility. But you need to take responsibility. As I showed you in the previous slide, your thoughts create your feelings. So are all your thoughts true? No. Are all your thoughts yours and therefore they can be changed? Yes. Are all your feelings true? No. Are all your feelings yours and manageable by thoughts, therefore can be changed? Yes. That means that you can determine exactly how you want to feel. And it takes practice. Okay? It's not an overnight thing. Every time you will need to think about the thoughts that you're thinking and then reframe them. But what would happen if instead of complaining about the algorithm and the content not converting, you shifted your thoughts? So from, I can't be bothered to post on Instagram because I get no engagement whatsoever and nobody likes me, which results in anger, frustration, sadness, entitlement, not money, not 5-figure, not your dreams. You shift the thought to, I'm going to figure out what my audience likes. If I don't have an audience, I will nurture one. I will post content that converts and fuck the algorithm, which results in your values being met, visibility, practice, and getting noticed by potential clients, which means there's a higher chance of reaching 5 figures. The one thing that makes you different from the others is your willingness to succeed. God's sake, print this quote and look at it every single day. Do you have the willingness to succeed? If you do, you're already 100 steps ahead from everybody else. Step number 3 is my favorite one, which is the embodiment part. Now, Amy and Michelle, I believe it was, yes, I saw the comment this morning, asked me, well, how do I get my subconscious to believe my reframed limiting beliefs? This is how you do it. You embody. The moment that you embody the person that you want to become, automatically their beliefs are different from the beliefs that you have right now. So once you understand how your thoughts and feelings are interconnected and interlinked one to the other one, the third step is pretty simple. It's all about embodying the person that you want to become instead of the person that you are now. You want to reach 5 figures this year. What do you need to think in order to get 5 figures? How do you need to act in order to get to 5 figures? Who do you need to embody in order to get 5 figures? How do we do this? Take a good look at yourself and ask, how do I limit myself? What do I avoid doing? What are you doing that is limiting you? How are you hiding? Make a list of everything that you're not doing. Then take a look at the people you respect in your industry. When you post out content, ask yourself, would the person that I appreciate put out this content? What are their qualities? What are their talent? What are the skills that are needed in order for them to be successful? Find the talents that are closer to that within yourself so the jump is easier. It's not about being fake. Most of you, are superhuman beings, but you walk around hiding because you let your feelings take over. And step number 3, you step into that person. You put the intention into being that person, which is a new version of you. Focus on your personal growth. Learn a new skill. Acquire confidence. Study who that person is, and then mimic it. There is this beautiful sentence, and it's, I pretended to be somebody that I wanted to be until I finally became that person, or he became me. From Cary Grant. Now, this sentence is the embodiment part in a nutshell. I pretended to be somebody I wanted to be until finally I became that person, or he became me. It's the updated and way better version of fake it till you make it. What you need to fake is not the money. It's not what you bring in. It's the person that you are. Pretend that you're an actor on stage and you need to cover a role. Be that person. Be that actor, because you are the actor of your life. So every morning, and from now on, this is what you got to do. Every morning when you wake up, you need to ask yourself, what would insert your name. So what would the Lara that has already reached her 5-figure business do today? What are her thoughts? What content does she consume? What's her energy like when she shows up live? When she records her content, what does it look like? This is what I want you to focus on. And you will shift automatically without needing to do the really, really, really annoying work. It's the simplest and easiest way. But every morning you need to remind yourself of this. And every time you need to remember that your thoughts create your feelings. So I told you it was going to be quick. Next step plus tomorrow. Download the workbook. Complete it by tomorrow. Ask the questions in the thread. Tomorrow, we are going to go through the real strategy breakdown for 2023. So tomorrow is very strategic. It's very on point. And then, of course, I'm going to open the doors to the strategy lab again, which starts on Monday, the 23rd of January. So if you're looking for some real strategy for the next 90 days, in which I tell you exactly what to do every single day for the next 90 days, then I'm opening it again for up until Sunday, because we start on Monday. And I would love to see you there because it's a great format and I created quite a good thing over here. So I'm going to speak to you tomorrow. If you have any questions, put them in the thread. Now, I might be a little bit later to respond today because I am flying out. But as soon as I get to London, then I will get back to you. Okay? Love you all, and I'll speak to you.